Welcome back everybody to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina Time. I decided to meet you here at Link's house because I realized I forgot to show you. I'm gonna take this punk out for doing that to me. But I forgot to show you the present you get for the obstacle course that that you do with Malin. I can't for some reason get up the ladder. See, I told you I hate the GameCube controller. So go ahead, walk into Link's house. If I can get through the door. Okay, so yeah, that's all you get is this cow. So if you want milk, again, you can, I think I mentioned it, you can play Epona's song and he'll fill your bottle with milk. So let's get down. I'm going to play the warp song to get back to the forest temple, so you'll be able to hear that at least once. So and here we are, we're back in front of the forest temple. So I went ahead and recorded this all the way through like I normally do, so I had to split it up obviously. So there's a few new things in here that we pick up that we didn't pick up in dungeons as a kid, so you'll see those when I get to them. So I equipped that so I didn't accidentally use the fairy. Walk in here and we get into fight with some wolfos. So once again, wait for it to attack and jump strike. Beat it one hit. There we go. And there's the other one. So again, I'm going to wait for it to strike and jump attack and kill it. Okay, first thing we want to do is climb up these vines over here and go up. I'm not sure which one of the adult dungeons is my favorite. Probably wouldn't be this one. It'd probably either be the fire temple or the shadow temple. I think would probably be one of my favorites. So, or maybe even the spirit temple. But anyway, there's a Skulltula up here. So go ahead and kill it and collect its token. Alright, so we gotta walk across this thing here. I tried to take it slowly so I didn't accidentally fall and have to climb back up. So go ahead and jump over here to the next tree and open this chest and we get a key. Alright, I said it too late, but yeah, we get a key. I said it too early. I mean, it's just something we didn't get in the child dungeon, so that's a new item. So, and it only works in the dungeon you're in, so there we go. And now we see some Skulltula, a big Skulltula here, which are easily taken down with one hit with a hook shot. So let's go ahead and go over here and open the door. And let's walk a little bit forward and see this. So yeah, they took the flames and that little elevator thingy, whatever it was supposed to be, disappeared. So we're going to have to find them and kill them to be able to use that. So that's what most of the dungeon is going to be about, or at least about half of it. So there's another Skulltula here. So let's get it and collect it. There we go. Go ahead and open what am I? Oh, I was seeing how many Skulltulas we have, which was 47, and I'm switching to my Deku Nuts because that's going to make fighting some of these enemies a little easier, such as this one, which is known as the Blue Bubble. Guard against this blue flame with your shield, and it'll go like that, but it'll start jumping around if you do it that way. So it's easier to just do a jump attack and kill it one hit. So I never used to use Deku Nuts because I found them useless, but then I found a lot of uses for them. That's one that I learned from, again, from Batman 9502. So thank you for that. And this one I actually learned myself. So for me, this is the easiest way to kill the Stalfos. Well, yeah, Stalfos. Lure it close to you and watch its movement carefully. Attack when it drops its guard. I started reading that one a little late, so anyway, again, I just keep using Deku Nuts and chopping at it. And use the Deku Nut again and chop, and it's dead. So let's open this chest for yet another Smoky. So there we go. Let's go ahead and showing here, you can chop this block for a heart and a fairy. So you can refill your life there or catch that fairy in a bottle, which my bottle's already full, so I didn't worry about it. So let's do that again and chop them and get out of here. Okay, so we want to go ahead and go through this little clove here, alcove, whatever, and play Song of Time next to the Song of Time block here to make it disappear. So next, after it disappears, we can go ahead and head through this door here. So open it, and here's another big Deku Baba. So we just avoid it and kill this Skullwaltula here, and we can look up and see the Skullwaltula again. And I missed it because I didn't wait for the little reticules or whatever, the little yellow things that go around it. So there we go, and kill it and start climbing. I'm not going to worry about that last one because I can easily get through here without having to worry about it. So just stay as far to the right as you can, like I'm doing here, and climb all the way up. He turned purple there, so if he does that, he's ready to attack, but I guess he lost sight of us. So if I can kill this blue bubble, easy enough, and open this chest and see what we got in here. And we get the dungeon map. So yeah, so there we go, there's the dungeon map for this dungeon. So again, there's all dungeon maps and compasses in here that you can get, which obviously have been in every dungeon. So you don't have to actually kill that guy, but I decided to do it anyways. And I was not close enough to get that hookshot target. So there we go, hook to it and fall down, step on the switch here. And that drained the water in the well. We can go ahead and jump down. I used to think you couldn't get this, there's a Skulltula up there that I'm about to get. I used to think you had to wait till a certain part to get it, but you can actually get it now by hooking this chest you can barely see right here. So if my line will line up right, so the GameCube controller just doesn't want to go very right. So open the chest and pick up a recovery heart. So there you go, there's one if you're low. And here's the gold Skulltula I was just mentioning. So go ahead and kill it and collect its token again. So go ahead and jump down and go over here to the well and get on the ladder. I usually drop down to get it a little bit faster. So there we go. Let's walk over here. There's 2 recovery hearts here that are just lying there if you need them. So go ahead and go over to this chest right here and open it for, you guessed it, yep, yeah, another Smoky. So go ahead and walk up these vines here. And you can either move over or climb up there, and then I'll go ahead and jump down and avoid this big Deku Baba that hit me and walk through the door. So here we are back into this main room again where the Poes were. Let's go ahead and walk over here to the right here and walk up these small stairs and open this door. So there's locked doors in every adult dungeon, so we want these small keys and they only work in the dungeon you're in. So unlike the first Zelda game, you don't keep them over the whole game. You have to actually collect them in the dungeon and use them in that dungeon, and you can't just buy the small keys like you could in the first Zelda game. So go ahead and walk up here and walk up these this ladder here again. And there are arrows painted on the floor. Yes, that's what she tells us. Yeah, you can see these yellow arrows there. So that's what she was mentioning. So we want to grab this green block here and pull it back to about right here. And we can go ahead and go over here and grab it again and push it until it hits the wall here. Just a little bit more. That should be it right there. Yep. Okay. So go ahead and go around the corner here and push the block again right into this little hole that's sitting there. So just keep pushing and it will fall. So you can go up there and start the next one, but it's quicker to go ahead and walk over to this ladder here. Because if you do that, there's another block here we have to push. If you do that, you'll have to do it. Have to go back and forth 3 times, but if you do it here, you only have to do it twice. So go ahead and keep pushing it until eventually it will hit a wall right about now. So hit the wall. So go ahead and get down or jump down, or climb down the ladder or jump down, whichever you want to do. Climb up this green block and climb up here and push the red block again. So it'll fall in the hole and we can climb it. And climb here. And climb up the ladder. And you can kill these blue bubbles if you want. I don't know why I went to do it. It's not necessary right now. So go through this locked door here. And she'll state the obvious. This corridor is all twisted. Yeah, I know. So go ahead and walk through this very twisted corridor here. And she'll also tell you, watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. So every time you enter a room that has one, she'll tell you that, which is nice because you don't want to be surprised by again, it'll be a wall master, which is common in the Zelda series. They grab you and take you to the beginning of the dungeon. So I decided to skip. Well, actually I can't do anything with this bow yet. I'm about to say I decided to skip it, but I can't do anything with it yet. Anyway, I'll get the dungeon item. So we'll go in here, and there's a big hole in the floor. The Stalfos can walk over it, but you cannot. You will fall into the other room where we fought the 2 Stalfos before. So be careful not to fall down. And that'll drop down, and 2 more Stalfos appear. So decided to beat it. And in this one, in this instance, after you beat 1 Stalfos, it will crumble into a pile of bones, and you don't actually need to blow it up with a bomb like you did in the what do you call it, in the other in Link to the Past. There we go. I was trying to think of what game I was thinking about, but you just have to beat this one. If you don't beat it in time, it will revive itself. So go ahead and open this chest here, and we get the fairy bow. So here we go. And sorry I didn't read that, but yeah. So we got the fairy bow. We can chop these blocks for recovery hearts if we want. So go ahead and go through here, and this time, yeah, the fairy bow is what we need to actually take care of this Poe here, but I decided to wait for a second and go ahead and do a couple other things first. So first thing we want to do is go over here and go over here, walk back through this twisted corridor again, and use Deku Nuts again to beat him, and again to beat him. And we want to go ahead, and we saw these things in the Deku tree, and I think that's the only place we saw these, but this is another eye switch, so shoot it with your arrows. And it untwists the corridor, so go ahead and go through the door. And walk through it and drop down. So I decided to wait around till that thing that Navi was talking about comes down so you can see what it looks like. Don't drop down, don't let it grab you because it will take you to the beginning of the dungeon. It's a wall master. Watch out for a shadow on the floor. Destroy it before it goes back to the ceiling. So this one actually went up to the ceiling, so I didn't kill it. But if you do kill it, it won't bother you as long as you're in this room. Think until you come back. I think if you come back, it will be here. But there we go. We got the boss key for the dungeon, so that's a new item that you didn't get as a kid. So that'll let you into the lair of the boss. So go ahead and jump down. You have to kill both these blue bubbles. So don't try to skip them. You actually have to kill them to get out of this room. So go ahead and do that. Oh, missed. And there we go. And walk through the door. And here's another big Deku Baba. So just wait. And go over here. And here. So there we go. Equip the hook shot. Nope. The hook shot. And kill it. Go ahead and hook it. I don't know why that kept happening. That's another reason. For some reason the yellow stick is very finicky, so there's a couple times you'll see me accidentally pull out the ocarina when I'm trying to use the hook shot. So go ahead and jump back over here, and we can use the not the Deku sticks. You can't use Deku sticks. The Deku Nuts. Throw them and stun the Deku Baba. And I missed. So go ahead and I'll stun him again. I'll chop him and he'll die. So stick went down there so we can't collect it, but it don't matter because we can't use them. So go ahead and walk through this door here, and we'll see a new enemy. It's not technically new, but it is because it's a floor master. When it splits up, destroy all the pieces before they reunite. So yeah, when you kill it, it'll split into 3 mini ones, and you want to kill them before they form back into big. So I just like to chop them and use Den's fire right here. That to me is the easiest way to do it. Other people do it differently. I know some people use the quick spin, but I'm not very good at doing that, so I decided I like to do it that way. So go ahead and collect the key here. Go ahead and go back through this door. And go through this door. And jump down. And walk up. So walk back up these stairs. So we're back in this room where we did the block puzzles again. So I forgot where to go here because there's something I wanted to collect, but it's actually up the green block. I thought it was here, but it's not. Not something you have to collect. It's just a chest that has something that's not really necessary. But when I'm in dungeons, I like to collect as much as I can. Plus, I'm doing an LP, so you never know who may be needing this. So here it is. I switch here. Shoot it with an arrow. And go ahead and jump across and open the chest for a bundle of arrows. So there we go. So if you're low on arrows, there's your refill there. I showed that just in case there are people who are low on arrows. So, which you shouldn't be unless you're not very good at the arrow, which I'm sure some people aren't. So let's go ahead and walk over here. Up here. So I'm going to go ahead and kill these blue bubbles again to make sure they aren't bothering me while I'm trying to do what I'm doing here. So I'll go ahead and I equip the deku nuts, throw it, and kill him. Oh, missed. There we go. And this one hit me. So I shoot it with the deku nut and chop it. Alright. So let's go ahead and shoot this eye with an arrow. I used to think you had to go to play the serenade, almost made a boo-boo there. The Meadow Forest and go there, but then after I beat this 100 times, I finally figured out you can just shoot it with an eye. Or shoot the eye with an arrow to just make it reopen and twist the hole again. So go through this door, and this time I am going to deal with this bow. So shoot it, and wait, that one disappeared. If you get too close, they will disappear. So go ahead and shoot this one, and shoot this picture. So walk down, and this is Joelle, one of the Poes sisters. Aim for her when she appears. So go ahead and oh, this is another trick. I'm sorry, I need to mention this is another thing I learned from, again, Batman 9502, watching his LP. That if you shoot the if you throw a deku nut, it will make the Poe appear. So kill it and it'll light the thing. And after that, we can go ahead and open this chest for another small key. So let's go ahead and go to this door.